for tuning in. This is Optibotimus coming to you with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Karai Serpent, the mutated ninja and daughter of Splinter. Finally, we get a Karai figure, but unfortunately, it's her as a mutant, which has really gotten a lot of people very upset, but I still think it looks really cool. Even though I really don't like snakes or anything, I really actually like this figure. Now, for the package, you can see the new updated card here on the back, and then on the back of the package, you see other figures that are currently available, and it says, the daughter of the Turtles' master of ninjutsu, Splinter, Karai holds her own when sparring with the Turtles. When Shredder attacks, she helps to protect the Turtles, which leads to her mutation into Karai Serpent. Her yellow slit eyes, long snake-like arms, and massive serpent tail give her great strength to back up her blinding venomous spit. Retreating to the sewers to better understand her mutation, Karai Serpent must learn to harness her new strength and abilities. One of which is the ability to kind of morph back to a human, which is why she's got a human head here as well. And I'm very happy that they decided to give us this figure, although it has taken a very long time, and even some actual outlets say that we're probably not going to get full retail releases of this until around October. But I got lucky, this was on Amazon and I was able to pick her up. So without further ado, let's get her open and see how cool she actually is. Alright guys, so here we have the Karai Serpent open up and out of her packaging. And right when you get her out, there is some assembly required. Her tail comes in a separate section, and I'm not going to bother pulling it off, but this section here all has to be attached. You just push real hard and you plug it in there, but that's basically it. And honestly, I'm really pretty impressed with the figure. It is a little bit limited in terms of the articulation and what you can really kind of pose, or what kind of poses that you can put her in. But I still think that she's cool, and I love the fact that we finally got her. Now, thanks to San Diego Comic-Con, which recently passed, we did get confirmation that we are going to be getting, eventually, a human version of her. Now, like I said, some people complain because we didn't get a human version of her in the first place, but really, when you think about it, we don't get human versions all that often. I mean, usually we get the mutated versions. I mean, one of the exceptions that kind of comes to mind is Baxter Stockman, but he was all in his robot suit. You know, we didn't get human versions of Bebop or Rocksteady or Razar or Fishface. You know, so I kind of understand why they decided to go with the mutated version of her, at least first. But like I said, they have announced that they will be making a human version of her. The problem is that we probably have to wait at least a year. At San Diego Comic-Con, they said the earliest would be fall of 2016, maybe even 2017, which is ridiculous to me, but that's what we have. So at least they have confirmed that they will be visiting her in terms of human form, but I really can't imagine why it would take so long, especially when you already have the head sculpt. It just seems silly to me. Now, for the figure, you can see that, like I said, articulation-wise, she is limited. Her tail does rotate, but you're not going to be really posing her too much like that. I mean, you kind of could, I guess, if you laid her down or something. I guess I don't know why you would want to pose her like that. And then her waist does rotate. Her arms here at the shoulders move forward and back, and then the head is on a ball joint, so you get a nice range of motion there. And that head is really quite good. I'm really impressed with how that sculpt is. Honestly, it might be one of the best head sculpts that we've gotten on a Ninja Turtle figure so far, so I'm really very impressed with it. But I do wish that there was some extra paint applications put on here, specifically here with her arms. These bits here, and you can see the molded piece for it, it is really like part of her outfit, so it shouldn't be the same color as the snake. That kind of looks strange. And then these bits right here are also colored purple like her outfit itself. But I mean, I can kind of understand where they would skip some of those paint details, but like I said, I think that the purple would just look so much better on here and break up the way that the arms actually look. Now, for her snake head, again, people have kind of complained about this, I mean, it's just not a ball joint. They should have made it where they made a ball joint for it, right? But instead, what they did was they made it where it's like a mask, and you put it on there, and it looks okay from, I guess, the front there, but when you look at it like from the back and everything, I mean, it totally just looks like she's wearing just a mask. I mean, it's not really all the best. They should have just given her a swappable head to be able to change that out. But I mean, all in all, I think that the head that they did put on here, and it's a little bit big, I think. I mean, it's not oversized too much, but it is a little bit bigger than I think I would like it to have been. but it's pretty good. It makes do, I suppose, but you got this big open mouth thing here with the red in there. That kind of looks a little strange. Again, I think if they would have went for just a completely new head that popped on via the ball joint, you probably could have left that kind of hollow and gave it more of an actual kind of open mouth look to it, as opposed to this kind of weird shape kind of thing. But all in all, I am pretty happy with it. Now, for a size comparison, obviously we've never had, you know, a vintage version to work with, so here's her brother, I guess, Leonardo, which is weird because in the very beginning he seemed to have a kind of romantic interest in her, and it was kind of creepy. So especially now that we know that she's actually the Splinter's daughter, so it's kind of weird. But size-wise, I think this works pretty good. I do like it. I think that the scale is decent. The head, I think, fits a little bit better. Body-wise, might be a little bit bigger, but overall, I think that the scale works very nicely here with this. It's one of those that I think that they actually nailed it pretty nicely, and unlike some of the other characters that look like they might be too big or too small, with Karai here, I think they did it just about as good as they possibly could have. So I'm happy with her. I mean, there are some things that I wish that they would have done a little bit different, but all in all, it's a fairly decent representation of Karai, and honestly, I'm just happy that we're getting any version of her possible. It's definitely something that I think collectors and fans will enjoy having, just because, I mean, Karai is a very fun character to actually have in the show, so I dig it, and I think just about everybody that collects these Ninja Turtle figures is going to be happy that adding her to your display. Now, as I said, I don't know the actual time when she is going to be released. Some outlets she's shown up at, but then disappeared almost instantly. Like I said, I got her on Amazon. I don't know if she's still available on Amazon. And then some places are saying that full retail release is not going to be until later this year. Either way, I think it's a great figure and well worth adding to your collection. So good luck and happy hunting. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Don't forget that you can keep in touch with me by liking my Facebook page at facebook.com/teambotimus, and by following me over on Twitter at twitter.com/optibotimus. Also, I'd encourage you to check out my website at optibotimusreviews.com, where you can see all my videos from the previous week, see what I have coming up for future release, and also get your very own Optibotimus t-shirt. And finally, I'd also really appreciate it, guys, that if you like this review, don't forget to please like and comment, and be sure to subscribe so that you never miss a future review. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.